Hi there. I just want to try and do a video, and when I get up every morning, I want to do a new video, and that's because when you're just woken up from sleeping, when you sleep, for example, that is your natural state, your natural meditation state. Meditation is our natural state, and it's a state that I'm in all the time because that's what we are. And how you become meditation all the time is you just meditate upon everything. Like, that's what I do all the time. That's what the awakening showed me to do. And so every sound I hear, everything I see, whatever is going on, I meditate upon it. And that's where all the answers are, within meditation, stillness, and within you. And what does it mean to go within? I said before that this is probably an idiot's guide to going within. Everyone knows what it means to go within. You know what I mean? It means to not look externally all the time, to look within you. And so many people don't want to do this, because they don't believe that they are enough. I saw this woman on YouTube last week, and she has a self-suggestion. She was on London Real, that's a YouTube channel, and where they do interviews. And this lassie said that she says to herself every day, "I'm enough." So that's my self-suggestion now every day. I do many others as well. But you are enough, and that's the most beautiful way to look at yourself. Like, you're perfect in every way, even the things that you think are the flaws, right? It's because you can't expect anyone to love you any more than you love yourself. That's you can't expect that. But I want to talk about, I don't like labels, but everything's made up. Everything starts from nothing, including this necklace I've got on. This is called organite, but it's actually nothing. It doesn't exist, because everything must come from non-existence, meaning you can't ever really have an existence. So all this can only be a dream, a non-duality, an endless nothing that doesn't exist, but all it can be is awareness. That's all we can be, is infinite awareness having a dream. But I want to talk about the label narcissism. Now, okay, it's a label, I know, but these traits, for example, do exist. And the reason they label people like this is basically they fear certain people, and so they put labels on it which they don't understand, and give them drugs and try and suppress their behaviour because they don't like it, because they're acting different to them, you see. Because the kind of mentality that you've got is that I am right, and therefore you are not right, and so you should shut up and shouldn't be allowed to talk. That's the kind of mentality of normal society. That's the mentality. That's why they label people mentally ill and all this different stuff, because the society is made up, is so brainwashed that it thinks that it's right, and therefore you're not allowed to speak. You're not well, you see. But I want to talk about narcissism. But these traits within narcissism do exist. But traits, differences should be celebrated, not disrespected. People talk about racism, but I guess it is a form of that, because if you're against someone because of the way they act, then that's kind of like a racism in a way, isn't it? So that's kind of like what doctors are doing and people are doing with mental illness. But I want to talk about narcissism, but these traits do exist, like I say, and I've knew people my whole life, and I know how they operate, because I've looked up this narcissism label on like YouTube and watched people talk about it. Most of them people talk about it. When we talk about things, it's a reflection of ourselves. I was going through a very bad path before my awakening, and so because I was going down a certain negative direction, I understand insecure people. I understand narcissistic personalities. I understand neediness, because I was that way myself, and I had to heal from all that. So that's why I can talk about narcissism, and really get insight into it, even though I'm not a professional psychologist, because I was going down that way. You only know something really if you've experienced it. But narcissism, you know, the label and the traits do exist, and I've known people like this, and one of the things they do is they try to put you down to put themselves up. That's what they do. And they'll even give you the reasons why you're wrong, you see. Oh, this is why you're wrong, and well, you should shut up. You know, that kind of idea. Or you're living your life wrong, you see. That kind of thing. Well, you need to do it like this. I know, you see. And they don't actually see these people. These are the kind of people that talk about narcissists you get on the internet, but they don't see how narcissistic they look. You know, because that's one of the things that psychologists say about narcissists, is that they put others down to build themselves up. And that's kind of like what these psychologists are doing. Like I say, the world is mad. And they're all doing it. Every psychologist, people, the narcissist is the big label, but the traits do exist. But most of these people talking about it don't realise that when we say about things, say anything, including myself, we're seeing reflections of ourselves. Like when I was just talking about narcissism, I'm seeing insight into how I used to be. And, you know, so it's a reflection of you. Right? And people don't realise this. Whatever frustration you feel about someone else's life or how they're living their life, that's the reflection of how you feel about you. You can only see the world based on how you feel within you. And that's very important to talk about and think about. That's the only thing you can ever do, is perceive how you feel about you. If you feel bad about yourself, you'll see bad in the world. If you feel good about yourself, you'll see opportunity in the world. Like I talk about the smart guy, how bad it is, but I also talk about the global awakening. And the fact that I'm always going on about this global awakening is a reflection of how I feel within me. I see hope, you see. And that's because everything's a mirror of how we feel within us, you see. And so if you're putting someone down to try and build yourself up, how to heal that is to realise that when you're putting that person down, that's a reflection of how you feel within you. So focus your attention at that moment to how you're feeling, and then shut up. Because the most important thing is how you're feeling, because then if you focus on it, you can heal it, you see. Like Rumi said, the cure for pain is in the pain. So heal yourself before you try to give other people advice. You know, because that's the most important thing. Not how other people are living. I mean, it's none of my business what someone else is doing. The most important thing is how I'm feeling. How healed am I? Like, because for example, on this path I'm on, this awakening path, I can only help people based on how healed I am. You see? And that is the truth for everyone else. But I'm just going to end it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls to divine order. Thank you for watching. Thank you.